People usually overestimate the time they actually will be working. So when you think about your day, you have 24 hours. It's enough time to accomplish almost anything you want. Especially when you just read a self-help book or you feel inspired to finally do what you have been dreaming about for years already. You pick up a pen and a notebook and start planning your day. You're going to wake up at 6 a.m., spend the next half an hour taking a shower and having a breakfast, and then you will start working. Wait a second, you don't need to waste so much time on shower and breakfast. Why not just do it in 10 minutes and then you will spend the next 6 hours working? Of course, you need a lunch break after that. 20 minutes should be enough, and then you will get back and work for another 10 hours. But what's actually going to happen the next morning is that, first of all, you will not wake up at 6 a.m. Secondly, instead of 10 minutes, you will spend at least an hour on shower and breakfast. And thirdly, after 20 minutes of work, you will find yourself binge watching on YouTube or checking your Instagram. It has happened to me, and it probably happened to you as well. So if you don't want to find yourself in this situation, be realistic about how much time you will be working. Never plan working 5 hours in a row when you perfectly know that you can't survive for more than 30 minutes without checking your Instagram. And that drives me to the second point, which is create focus periods. You don't have to work for many hours in order to be productive. 1 hour of intense focused work is way much more efficient than 5 hours of shallow work. But during this hour, you can't do anything other than working, even replying to calls, so you have to put everything aside and completely focus on the job. Here is why it works. When you simply plan to work for the next 5 hours, every now and then you check your phone, take short breaks, watch YouTube little bit like you're doing right now. You might not realize that, but at the end of the day, you will spend more time on those distractions than actually working. Now compare that if you only plan to work for 1 hour. First of all, 1 hour isn't a lot of time, and most people will be able to hold themselves from all of these distractions. If your phone rings, if you get another message, if you receive the email that you have been waiting for the last few days, your brain knows that this specific time that's going to be very soon, you will be able to check them all out, and it will get much easier to stay focused on your work. And secondly, every time you give into a distraction and switch back your attention to the job, that distraction leaves a residue on your attention and reduces your cognitive capacity, and you will need another 20 minutes in order to be as focused as you have been before getting distracted. That's why in 1 hour of intense focused work, you can accomplish much more than in 5 hours. So if there is a project you want to work on, don't simply say that, once I'm getting back home after my job at 5 p.m., I will rest for 1 hour and will work for the next 6 hours until midnight. Yes, that sounds inspiring, but you certainly will not do that because you will be tired, exhausted, something unexpected might come up as usual, and you won't even work for half an hour, which is what happens every single time. And before going to bed, you will feel bad about yourself because you procrastinated again. But then you decide that you should not give up and you will give it another shot tomorrow. Unfortunately, the same story repeats tomorrow and after tomorrow and so on and so forth. In summary, be reasonable about how much time you will be working. Therefore, plan a focus period that's no longer than an hour for each task. You will not find yourself working for long hours, but you will certainly be achieving results. By the way, if you're out there on Instagram, feel free to follow me because I post additional content out there. You can find the link in the description. And now it's your turn. What do you think? What's your biggest distraction and how do you keep yourself focused? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video. And if you don't want to miss the next video, then hit the subscribe button and the bell besides it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.